Hi, I'm John. This is my show, An American Scheme, where I'm proving that Diana Ross is Michael Jackson's actual mother. So this is a little piece from the Liam McEwen documentary that he had called Neverland Firsthand. And one of the people he'd interviewed in there was Taj Jackson. Okay, so Taj Jackson, he's a real Jackson. This is somebody who's supposed to know about Michael, right? His opinion about Michael should be valid. It should tell you some kind of truth about Michael and stuff, right? So now listen to this.
He didn't have a childhood. He was in studio all the time, you know. He would ask us, me and my brothers, he would say, when we would talk to him about a birthday party, he would be so intrigued. He'd be like, what was it like, you know?
Yeah, so the birthday party. So what he's intrigued about is the birthday party because you're a spoiled little rich kid. That's what he's saying. He's like, you have parents who love you and you're a spoiled rich kid and you got to have a birthday and your parents actually celebrated your birthday. Plus, Michael was raised Jehovah's Witness. So they didn't celebrate anything anyways like that too. So this is what he's talking about he didn't have a childhood. Like the Jehovah's Witness thing right there would be a big part of it. But when he's saying what Taj there, the thing that's misleading when they say, oh, he was in the studio all the time. Oh, he didn't have a childhood. He was in the studio all the time. And I keep telling you, that's bullshit. That was the best life ever. That was a rock star. Mike was living like a rock star. And then here, I don't have to assume, because let's listen to Michael Jackson telling you what he actually thinks about that himself.
I was raised on stage. I'm happy on stage. I can sleep on stage. When I'm off, it's another story.
Right there. So, I was raised on stage. I'm happy on stage. I could sleep on stage. He was raised that way. Everything he knows about that, he loves. And he says right there, when I'm off, it's a different story. So, the first part about where they tell you Michael Jackson didn't have any childhood because he was in the studio, he was working all the time. Right there, that's BS. Michael Jackson just told you right there what he actually enjoyed the most in his life was going through that process of being on stage and entertaining, learning how to be an entertainer. He loved it. And he loved it so much that he said, I can sleep on stage. I feel comfortable that everything about him that feels good and everything that's normal and everything that's pure takes place on the stage. So when these morons like Taj Jackson, and every single damn fan out there that says the words Michael Jackson didn't have a childhood, you're a fraud. Michael Jackson just told you right there that he had the best childhood ever, so much to the point that he doesn't want to leave it. All he wants to do is keep re-experiencing what it's like to be on stage, what it's like to go through that process. That's all he cares about. The problem is, when he steps off a stage, now he's got to deal with the reality that he's not a Jackson, that Diana Ross is his mother, and that Joe is abusing him, that wasn't his family. Now he's got to deal with the reality. When he's on stage, there he is with his family. There's no questions performing. That's all the purity, all the natural, everything that what he believed in from his childhood. That's all the stuff that he loves. When he goes on stage, he gets to re-experience all the best things of his childhood. So don't be telling me he didn't have a childhood. That's the stupidest thing. First of all, any fan that says that, you're a fake fan. That's what I keep telling you about your fake fans. Instead of them trying to actually learn who Michael Jackson is, trying to understand anything about what he's actually talking about, they just say these stupid statements that it's a real general that has no knowledge, nothing. Oh, well, Michael Jackson didn't have a childhood. They think that explains something. No, it explains one thing, that you're a total stupid, ignorant fan who's not capable of having any kind of original thought for yourself, so you just spat out the stuff that these other people tell you to spat out. And because there's so many stupid people in the world spouting out the same thing, you think that validates you. You think that that's your reason why you say, well, there's so many people saying this, then it must be true. That's all there is to it. You guys don't care about any evidence. You don't care about any history. You don't care about the relevance of how it affected Michael Jackson, who he was. You guys don't understand anything about the words of what this guy's speaking. You're all fake fans, every single one of you. I hate you fake fans. When is some real Michael Jackson fans gonna step up and start caring about Michael Jackson and stop caring about your damn fake YouTube page, you fake YouTube loser, Michael Jackson thieving scumbags?